Brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the cabin.
Mornings at the cabin. We're both yawning. We're both up early. I haven't showered yet, and I've got breakfast sandwiches. You know, I made a run out to an unnamed fast food joint on the other side of town to bring back a few breakfast sandwiches. A few mixed sandwiches, but I'm not going to tell you which restaurant. All right? The only one that's open this early, other than the Tim Hortons.
Mixed sandwiches?
Mixed sandwiches.
Like a surprise bag?
No, not like a
You don't know what you're going to find in there.
That'd be awesome. That's just a bag of random sandwiches. Well, what do you got in there? Well, I don't know. You'll have to unwrap it to find out.
A little bit of mystery meat.
Ooh.
Maybe some eggs.
Here's an egg salad roast beef sandwich. On my way back, I did come down. I did come down Franklin, obviously.
Yeah.
And the median there by the Circle K, formerly known as the Winks, and the Max.
Yeah. It's been a chameleon of a median.
A bit of one. So it had trees for years. I know, because they helped plant them.
No big deal.
Years and years and years and years. They basically died. And when they shrunk the median down because they were widening up those lanes, which is a good idea, they took all the trees out, right?
Yeah.
Over the summer, they tried a couple of things. They tried huge boulders, which was very not well thought out, because I mean, as soon as if you jump the median, you run into a boulder. That doesn't protect anybody. And then for a day or two, there were smaller rocks there. Also not a great idea, because you may not destroy a vehicle completely, but you'll probably rip off a tire. And now resoiling and trees again, and that's great. So we went trees, big rocks, small rocks, back to trees, and the trees already look sickly. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying maybe not as well thought out as you thought.
Mornings at the cabin, the podcast.
The Scorpions, a little wind of change. I always thought it was the winds of change, or even the wings of change. But no, it's wind of change.
Just the wind.
That's right.
Don't go crazy.
What that sounds like, because the Scorpions are not like super hard rock. Mornings at the cabin, by the way. Hi. Lekter and Wheeler with you on your Wednesday morning. Hump Day. Trivia's back tonight. Booyah. I don't think any of us are going. I'm not sure. I've got a meeting.
Well, that's too bad.
Are you going to go?
No.
You don't want to go?
No.
Why
Can't
not?
go if you're not there.
Well, no, I'll go.
No, you got a meeting.
No, it could be at 6. I don't know if we're doing it.
Well,
I have no idea.
I'm a maybe.
All right. Anyway, Scorpion's not entirely like super hard rock, but that song sounds like, you know, when Motley Crue does like Take Me Home or whatever. It's just like one. Every hard rock band has to have like one song.
Yeah, to have the ballad.
Yeah, the ballad.
Yeah.
The power ballad.
Absolutely.
That's not
Guns N' Roses, November Rain.
Oh, my goodness. And Don't Cry. And Estranged.
You had to
so many power ballads.
Yep.
Loved it.
Yep.
Loved it. What a time to be alive.
Poison. Every rose has its thorn.
It's like every night has its dawn.
Just like
every cowboy sings a sad, sad song.
Even the cowboys sing ballads.
That's how Bill and Ted got into heaven. I don't know if you remember that. By reciting Poison lyrics. A lot of people are asking, obviously, because it's a little confusing, right? A couple of YK counselors going out for MLA, right?
Yep.
And
the winds of change.
Winds of change, that's right. Hey, you know what? It's been a year. I've done my time. But I mean, it's Ramel and it's Niels, so I mean, like, Niels has been in the council for 58 years, and Ramel's been in there for, like, this is his second term. So, I mean, you know, they've put in some time. But, I mean, if they changed the term for 3 to 5 years. So last year they got elected. They were supposed to be in there for 5 years.
Right.
And now they're going to try to be out within a year.
Yeah.
And they're well within the rights to do that. But a lot of people confused as to what happens when, if and when one of them wins, or both of them win, right? Because they're in different ridings. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going out for deputy MLA of the entire city.
You just focus on you.
I'm not going to pick one section of the city, okay? I want to help the entire city.
Wait, I thought you were going to pick a side. I thought it was time to choose a side.
It is time to choose a side, and Yellowknife's the side.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Yellowknife against the rest of the territory. We need more MLAs, not less. So a lot of people confused. You can go to cabinradio.ca to see Emily's story about what happens. So what happens after this? Do Is there a by-election? Do we just go with the next two people that had the most votes, right? Which is what a lot of people are kind of supporting. Is just like, well, why don't we just give it to the next two people that had their votes?
Yeah.
And then, but then people are saying, well, that was a year ago. I want the ability to. It's a democratic society.
Yeah.
I want the ability to vote again. It's like, well, you did vote. You voted last year.
But we've all changed since
That's
last
right.
year, Jesse.
How many of it? How much have we changed over a year?
Yeah. Right?
And I think the next. I can't remember.
I don't
who
trust
the next,
anyone that I voted for last year.
The next top two are, but I'm pretty sure Dane Mason's one of them, and I can't remember who the other one was.
It was mentioned on the lunchtime news yesterday.
It was.
I don't think Dane was one of them, actually.
I thought
think
he was.
Chris.
No, it was Edwin Castillo and
Yes.
Chris Gallander.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
that's it.
Gillander. Pardon me,
Yeah.
Chris. Sorry. Ooh, damn.
More shade.
That wasn't shade.
Wow.
That was a mispronunciation of his name. Chris. I thought Dane was in there, but okay. So Chris.
I think he might have been next.
And he was next. He was like 10th. Okay. So how much of those people changed in a year?
If I can judge from our Studio One window, and seeing them walk down Franklin sometimes, they're not even the same people.
Night and day.
Yeah,
night and day. So
I think Chris has a new pair of jeans.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know what's gotten into that guy.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. How do you reconcile that?
Right?
I voted for this guy. Now he's got new jeans,
and they're like not quite black, but barely blue.
Oh, good Lord. You know what?
I can't get behind that.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Democracy just doesn't work. So, do you have a by-election? You just give it to the next two people if the seats are vacated. So that is one option. Obviously, the other is a by-election. But some people don't want that because it's going to cost a bunch of money.
Yeah,
it's going to cost a bunch of money to have a by-election.
Right.
So what do we do?
And then others are like, let's do a by-election because it's going to make us some money.
Will it?
Like us here at Cabin Radio.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You can put on your campaigns, your campaign commercials, your banners.
Yeah.
I'm for a by-election.
I know what I'm voting for.
Yeah, what's that?
By-election.
By-election. That's right. So maybe another chance to vote for some of you out there. And also, maybe just we're completely exhausted. We had an election last October. We've got two this fall, for goodness sake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the direction of our country is changing.
It's hanging in the balance.
We saw it in Manitoba yesterday, last night. Just electing those PCs. Give her.
Oh, did they get reelected?
Oh, yes, they did. There's a blue wave sweeping the nation, I guess.
You know what's really impressive is the Manitoba PC Provincial Party won a second straight provincial election. And I haven't heard one thing about dollar beers.
Yeah.
Not one thing.
Not one thing.
They're winning on I don't know what else. What else do you promise?
Okay. Here's what I promise as deputy MLA for Yellowknife. Every time I take that seat, I will sell beer for $1. I think that might be illegal. That might be illegal.
You give people a sip of yours.
That's right. A sip of mine for $1.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
That's a good deal.
Pretty good deal. So what? Okay. So taking the next two.
Even a gulp.
Or having a gulp.
Yeah.
All right.
You could supersize that
This is
sip.
we are not a communist state. You're not getting a gulp of beer. So yeah, there it is. What do you do? There's other districts, other places where this is happening as well. So I'm interested to see what happens.
I like that there's options.
I like that there's options too.
Yeah, I like options.
I think, you know what? Talent show.
Oh
yeah.
Very
talent
nice.
show. Yeah, that's
yes.
right. Little talent show.
Time to put yourselves out there.
Kind of humanize yourself to the voters. A lot of people think of these politicians as robots.
Time to prove us wrong.
In the traditional sense of what a robot is, which is a slave. So, yeah, let's have a talent show.
Okay.
Gillander, I'm not sure what your talent is. Edwin Castillo, I'm not sure what your talent is. But let's have a talent off.
Maybe just make them lip sync battle.
Ooh, very good. Very good. All right. Call the rant line, 867-675-0100. Send us a message at mailbox@cabinradio.ca or even an old Facebook message and let us know what you would like Edwin and Chris to lip sync for this by-election, should it come. Because I don't want to get out there and vote again. I am sick of writing X on things. It's the only way I can sign my name.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Wednesday morning, talking a little Saturday morning cartoons. Not even Saturday morning, Sunday night cartoons, maybe even. Lekter, what's your favorite cartoon when you're growing up?
Oh, Sunday night. Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You mean like where the best cartoon of all time housed itself?
Housed itself?
Yeah.
I don't think it did it itself. I think people...
It worked its way there.
Okay. What are you talking about?
The Simpsons.
That's not a Sunday night. Oh, I guess it was.
Yeah, it was.
It used to be... Okay, so...
Well, what were you referring to?
It was Thursday night as well.
Well, it was every night.
But new episodes used to drop on Thursdays as well.
No, they dropped on Sundays.
Back in the day, Thursdays.
Like before they were Sunday nights on
That's
Fox?
right.
Wow.
It's Thursday night.
I don't remember that.
Thursday night Simpsons.
Huh.
I
think you're making that up.
I'm not.
Okay.
You look it up right now. Clickety-clack on those keyboards.
Here we go.
So we were talking about cartoons and cartoons that shaped who we are in this day and age. Simpsons is definitely one of them.
But that doesn't even really count.
It's not. I mean, not really. I mean, it is a cartoon, but it's not like it's not a cartoon. Like, I mean, I used to watch Looney Tunes a lot more. And that's a cartoon to me, although it's incredibly violent. Just so violent. But I love the Transformers, and I loved Gummy Bears, and because they were bouncing here, there, everywhere. Yeah.
I have a list of the best cartoons of the 1990s for you.
God. Oh, Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
You want to take a guess at some of the top 10? This is just cartoons that started in the 1990s. They didn't have to run through the 90s. They could have started in 99.
All right.
So the best, according to Ranker.com.
Cowboys of Moo Mesa. The Gummy Bears. Let's see. Care Bears. Hercules, the one from the 1970s that only played in the 90s on ITV.
That one was awful.
What? How dare you?
You mean like where he had his little sidekick? He's like,
Yeah.
hey, Herc.
Yeah.
How's it going, Herc?
Herc.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was terrible.
No.
Ooh.
No. I loved how cheap it was.
It was so
the monster's
cheap.
head only moved in one way, and it only had one scream. Ah! And it would just like move down and move up and move down and move up. And then he'd put on his ring and he'd and that was fantastic.
Well, if you're gonna reach into that era and that kind of animation, then like how do you not say Rocket Robin Hood?
What the hell is that?
Are you serious?
What the hell is Rocket Robin Hood?
You never watched Rocket Robin Hood?
I never have heard of it.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay. Well, I am about to unleash
He-Man
a
and the Masters of the Universe
on you.
The Smurfs. What else? I mean, Fraggle Rock isn't really a cartoon, but I mean, it kind of was. That was kind of the whole point of the Muppets, was to have a live-action cartoon, kind of.
All right. Turn up my news fader.
Oh, the news fader's going up. All right, go ahead.
This is going to be a treat for one of our listeners.
Nobody.
Here you go. The intro theme for Rocket Robin Hood.
All right.
Turn it up. Come on now. Don't be shy. Turn it up. Come on.
It is up.
Okay.
God. What is this?
Oopsie.
Did you just get a message?
No.
All right, that's enough.
No. Keep it going. It's just getting going. It's just getting going. Okay.
We're men in tights.
I mean, kind of.
All right.
No.
Oh, God.
You can't cut this off. Someone is in their element right now.
I guarantee you no one listening to this knows what this is.
Rocket Robin Hood. Oh, that's beautiful. I can't believe you never saw Rocket Robin Hood.
Never heard of it, never seen it.
Wow.
And I bet you've never heard or seen this one. Total ripoff of the Transformers. Total ripoff of the Thundercats.
Oh.
It's the Silverhawks.
No. I have not heard.
Wings of silver, birds of steel. Silverhawks, partly metal, partly real. Silverhawks.
I love cartoon theme songs that described what the cartoon was right in the song.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It even says like who their enemy is.
It just catches you right up.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
So beautiful.
You have to like start from the start to just jump in on a show.
One of them's a cowboy that plays guitar. They're in space. They're half robots, half real. They're like RoboCops. Listen to this. And the big bad rides a giant squid.
Well, naturally. Giant squid are evil.
Oh, man. That's
beautiful.
One of the most incredible theme songs for an opening for a cartoon ever.
No kidding.
It's fantastic.
And then, of course, there was G.I. Joe. Okay. We want to continue down that same stream.
I don't.
But, no, according to Ranker.com, getting back to it, the top 10 cartoons, 90s cartoons of all time are as follows. Number 10, Futurama.
Okay.
Again, kind of a cartoon.
Yeah,
This one even more loosely a cartoon. Number 9, South Park. It's just one of the greatest shows of all time.
Yeah, I mean, like, those are animated shows. I wouldn't call them cartoons.
Number 8, Dexter's Laboratory.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Number 7, Tiny Toon Adventures.
Beautiful.
Man, I love that show. Yeah, no kidding. Number 6, DuckTales.
Yes, they did do a reboot of DuckTales. It's been out for 2 years.
Oh, really?
It's got some of the best comedic talent in the world on it. It's awesome.
Is it like on Netflix?
I can't remember where it's on, but it's out there.
Well, I'm sure it'll be on the Disney streaming service anyway.
There you go.
Number 5, Hey Arnold.
No.
I never watched Hey Arnold.
No. Hated it.
His head was too flat.
That's right.
Number 4, Animaniacs.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is a cartoon.
Number 3, which, I mean, probably should be number 1, Batman the Animated Series.
Again, animated show. I feel like that's not a cartoon. I don't categorize that as a cartoon.
It's too serious, not silly enough.
The word itself, cartoon and toonish and all that thing, just conjures up more silliness.
Really, the Adam West Batman series was more cartoony than Batman the Animated Series, an actual cartoon.
Anybody remember the Bat 2C?
Number 2, somehow, The Simpsons. Obviously, that should be number 1 and shouldn't even be on this list, as we mentioned before.
That's right.
And finally, number 1, Rugrats. Come on, you watched Rugrats.
No, I mean, I love Rugrats.
Everyone watched Rugrats.
I was trying to put, like, maybe Animaniacs above Rugrats. Both very clever.
Schnookums and Meat, funny cartoon show.
Schnookums.
Scenes on the cabin.
Here comes the airplane.
I look like a baby.
It's a miracle. I think we should all take a moment and think about what a miracle it is we got out.
And we became friends in the process and kind of learned some things about life and stuff.
Should we put our hands... Should we touch each other's hands while we do it? Okay.
I love you guys.
I love you, dude, so much.
I'll remember that.
Me too.
For the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Red? Yo, Redman, you live?
Oh, what's up, pal?
Hey,
man.
I'm like the nerd at the sleepover who fell asleep at 9.
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guest to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including Zehabesha, the Monkey Tree Pub, the Woodyard Eatery, Copper House Restaurant, and Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Very special guest. Always happy to have him, Chef Robin Wasicuna. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, man, to talk about your new venture, Fire Knife Meat, or FKM. It's a nifty little acronym. Mm-hmm. So tell us about FKM, man. This is brand new. You're back in the scene once again, as always reinventing yourself and always coming up with new ideas. What's going on?
Well, thanks for having us and letting us talk about this.
Of course.
Not a lot of people, like, there's been a lot of social media buzz around it, but not a lot of people really know what's going on and what this is. So this is a new catering venture, basically just a rebranding of my catering company right now.
Yeah.
That we're starting with Chef Jason Robbins, formerly of Steak.
Villainous chef.
We have partnered together. And the idea and the whole concept is to create experiences, not just here's your food, here's your drink, see you later. Him and I are both very, very fond of the encompassing experience when you go out to a place. Like the atmosphere, the music, the service, the food, it all has a lot to do with it. We achieved that at Twin Pine Diner.
Absolutely.
So, it's one of those things that's very important to him and I. So The perfect example was our kickoff pop-up this past weekend at the Racket Club. Cartoons and PJs. We wanted to do something based around that whole experience of Saturday morning cartoons as a kid, where you would wake up before your parents, turn the television on, eat a bowl of cereal. Then your mom comes in and makes real breakfast, and then you go and sit down and have breakfast after you've had your cereal and watch cartoons.
After you're all jacked up on sugar.
2 bowls of cereal. Let me just stop you right before you continue with that. We were just talking about Saturday morning cartoons. Favorite Saturday morning cartoon?
Mine?
Yeah. Do a top 3. You don't have to narrow it down to 1. Top 3.
Man, I gotta go with like 60s Hercules.
Yep.
I watched that a lot.
I told you. I said
watched that a lot.
He said it was crap
as a kid.
Okay.
It was kind of shit. It was kind of crappy, but it was ishy. But I mean, there was something about it. Like
absolutely, there's a charm to it.
You know, yeah, there was a charm to it. I was also a pretty big fan of.
Please say Rocket Robin Hood.
Yeah, Rocket Robin Hood was another one.
Never heard
for sure. Rocket Robin Hood. Well, I mean, it was by the same company same animators that made Hercules.
I have to look this up.
Yeah, you got to see it, dude. Show. It's pretty great. And of course, I think the classic Spider-Man cartoon was also like right up there as one of my favorites.
Yes,
all very cheaply produced.
Did you like the actual good one, or did you like the one with all psychedelic backgrounds where he would just swing on webs for 20 minutes rather than actually do anything?
Yeah.
Well, that one episode where they had him doing that whole background psychedelic thing where he was fighting somebody. They just started putting that into every episode. As a background swing when he would go by, and it was a little ridiculous.
It's great,
but save that money.
The thing at the Racket Club, we had 5 courses. It was upscale food, and this is something that I really enjoy is that combination of highbrow and lowbrow, and upscale but still extremely casual. You know what I mean? Like absolutely. I really enjoy that. And we put that together. So our first course of 5 courses was served in front of the television while you watch cartoons.
Amazing.
And we did a riff on cereal. We put some vanilla yogurt in a bowl. Then we stuck some fruit that we macerated in kiwi puree. We went with raspberries, pineapples, and oranges to mimic the original 3 flavors in Fruit Loops.
Nice.
And then we figured with the kiwi covering all those fruits together, it kind of had a very similar taste to actual Fruit Loops. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we garnished it with crushed up Fruit Loops.
Of course.
To really drive that point home.
Yeah.
So people ate their first course, and then our servers were wearing house coats and had curlers in their hair, and they came in and turned the TV off and told people to get to the breakfast table.
That's so good.
And so they went to the table, and we finished off our 4 courses. Yeah. And, it was fantastic. We did a brioche waffle, so basically brioche dough that we cooked in the waffle maker, and it had brie melted over the top of it, macerated berries, and cream. And then we had a foie gras French toast, or actually it was more of a traditional pan perdue. You could see all the layers of crust and bread, so it had like striations of brown throughout the bread and stuff, and it was covered we grated foie gras right into the cream and egg and baked it all off, and then we cooled it, and then we pan-seared it for service.
Wow.
So it looked really nice. It was nice and golden brown, and then we pour smoked cherries, bourbon maple syrup, and more foie gras grated over the top of it.
Good
and
Lord.
It was pretty phenomenal.
That is rich.
For the unsophisticated among us, namely me, what is a pan perdue?
A pan perdue is the traditional French toast where it was made in a loaf. So pan perdue means bread pan.
Oh.
So bread.
Putting it all together
basically,
now. Come on.
Bread loaf.
Okay. Yeah.
Or bread cake.
Right.
So you would mix all the ingredients together, you would bake it in the oven, and then when it was time to serve, you would slice it and fry it.
Oh.
And that was how French toast sort of came around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You already knew that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course I did.
And then we had a pork belly eggs Benedict that was served on a potato roasty instead of a bun. So you had your hash browns as well, mixed in with everything. And then at the end, we served petit fours, just classic little square candy, like baked goods. but we made them all out of breakfast cereal. So one was a honeycomb and date base, all mixed together, pureed. And then on top of that, we had mascarpone cheese and ricotta cheese mixed together, and then drizzled with some buckwheat honey, and then garnished with a piece of honeycomb cereal.
Good God.
And then we had a truffled Rice Krispie Square, which we just grated a bunch of truffle into the marshmallow mix and then folded in the Rice Krispie Squares. And then we grated more truffle over the top of it for service.
Okay. You are overwhelming.
Yeah, and then we had a strawberry,
none of this is
the Special K red berry. We separated all the freeze-dried berries from it, and we made a marshmallow base with the cereal.
Oh, my God.
And then we made a strawberry gelée and put that over top of the marshmallow base, and then crumbled the freeze-dried strawberries on top of that again. So
wow,
what?
And that was our first pop up.
That's ridiculous.
Again, the whole atmosphere. It was really about creating an entire mood.
Yeah.
We encouraged all of our guests to wear pajamas. I'd say 80% of them showed up in pajamas.
Nice,
which was great.
What was wrong with the other 20%?
Yeah,
getting dressed.
Apparently, they sleep in the nude, so they figured showing up in their pajamas was inappropriate.
Okay. That sounds like an excuse pulled out of your back pocket.
I sleep in the nude.
Put on a sock.
Put on a sock, for goodness sake. Be hygienic. That sounds ridiculous. That sounds ridiculously like what's sumptuous, I guess is the word.
Is that the word?
I think
really, it was $65 a person.
Yeah.
You're getting foie gras, you're getting truffles, you're getting
all kinds of stuff.
50 some years of experience cooking all of these things.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's an experience.
For $65.
Wow. Absolutely. Rather than, and I mean, not rather than going elsewhere, but I mean, like, that's an experience for $65. That's worth a $65 experience.
Yeah.
One of my favorite times to bring up TPD is one of our favorite nights were the nights where you guys would put on something special, and you'd pay that, and you get 4 or 5 courses, and you'd come in. Like, some of the best food I've ever had was in TPD during those nights. So when you guys,
we really like doing those.
Absolutely,
events.
when you guys are able to let loose and let your creativity shine, it makes for that amazing dining experience.
And that's the whole point, right? Like, that's what we want to do, because when we're doing that, we're also having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And when we're having fun, we know our guests are having fun.
Yeah.
We know they are.
Before we get into the next event that you have coming up on Saturday, tell us a little bit more about FKM catering and how people can hire you guys for a little catering.
Well, this is what we're doing. Like, we're not going to be doing a lot of like big catering events.
Yeah.
We want to do these events on the regular.
Yeah.
These like Cartoon and PJ's events. If anybody's having a birthday party and you want to bring us, our specialty is coming to your home and taking care of you and your friends.
Yes.
And that's what we really want to do. We just did one on Saturday before our Sunday Cartoon PJs that Scott was at, actually.
I know.
We did the taco
I was
night.
not invited to it, but I heard it was great.
No, you're not.
I mean, this is what we like to do. We like to come into your home. We like to just, like, you can sit down. We take the garbage with us. We wash the dishes. We leave like we weren't even there. And we leave the leftovers with you, and you get to enjoy them. And we just...
And boy, did we enjoy them.
I'm sure you did.
Oh, Jesse, you should have come.
I wasn't invited.
Oh, right.
I am no longer invited to your house. And that's fine. It sounded amazing. You have another event coming up on Saturday at Cryosphere Tattoos. One of the things you really want to do is start partnering with businesses, not just other businesses, but like other food places to kind of create this community in Yellowknife, to create a scene, a food scene, rather than just competing restaurants popping up everywhere, a scene where we all kind of can work together and like collaborate.
Absolutely. It's something that's important to Jason and I.
Yeah.
I think it's important that the community has something like this too, like something where we can like get together, not just with other food related businesses, but we're partnering with Cryosphere Tattoos on this, like this is not even related to our industry, but it's personal to me.
Absolutely.
So
aesthetically, I feel like it's related.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell us about Tacos, Tattoos, and Tokes coming up on Saturday, 6 o'clock with Cryosphere. We love Cryosphere here. Obviously, we partnered with them on a video. I've got some Cryosphere ink on my body. We're digging it. You're digging it. What's going on Saturday?
Well, we've set up at Cryosphere a couple of times throughout the summer selling food.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to have like sort of an end of the summer party. We talked about it. Trevor and I talked about it quite a bit. And we figured, like, we love tacos, we love tattoos, and we love legal cannabis. So let's just put them all together and have a fun, there's just basically going to be the food truck will be set up there. We're going to be selling tacos and green chili cheeseburgers. And there's going to be music playing. It might just be a Spotify playlist, but I mean, there'll be music. We'll be hanging out. Trevor has a series of related taco flash, and marijuana flash available for people who want to get it at a discounted price, $100. Nice.
Wow.
And we're just going to hang out. We're encouraging everybody to bring their favorite legal strain. And, you have to be obviously 19 and over to attend. Mm-hmm. But we're just wanting people to bring out their favorite strains, create a food community, create a tattoo community, create a cannabis community, and work with other businesses and create, this just a community in general where local businesses are working together with each other and having a lot of fun doing it. So
working together. What a novel concept.
What a concept. And in this time of election, yes. That's all I can say. Robin, man, thank you so much for coming in as always, man. We love hearing about what you're up to. We love hearing about your food because you just describing it just makes me want to, I don't know, I just got to eat now.
Thanks.
I always want to eat anyway.
Thanks, man.
No, absolutely, man. Please
you
come
can
by
book
anytime.
us at fireknifemeat.com.
Perfect.
Get a hold of us through there, and there's a whole process on the website that'll just walk you through how to book us, how to even just get a consultation from us. So
beautiful,
man. Thanks again for coming. Fire Knife Meat or FKM. You can find them on Facebook. And you can book them for your next event, or you can come out to Cross for your tattoos, 6 o'clock on Saturday for tacos, tattoos, and tokes. 19 and over, obviously. But good tunes, good tokes, good tattoos, good tacos. It's going to be a great time.
It is.
Awesome, man. Robin, don't ever show up without food ever again.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Big news out of the world of hockey. Jamaica has an hockey team for one, but also won the LATAM Cup. Now, the LATAM Cup is the Latin America Cup. They won it on September 8th, defeating defending champion Colombia with a score of 3-2 in Florida at the Florida Panthers Ice Den in Coral Springs.
But before we get to that,
yes,
let's get in the mood a little bit.
All right.
Talk some hockey.
Okay.
You remember yesterday when we were talking about Face Off?
Yeah.
At this time?
Yes.
And I was like, this movie has to be about hockey.
It is.
It's because I was thinking about the 1971 classic Face Off starring Art Hindle and Trudy Young.
Who?
Have a listen to the trailer.
Oh, God.
From the Face Off movie.
Go.
He was a hot-headed rookie who fell in love with a hot rocker. Their story is Face Off, and it's finally coming home for the very first time in limited edition 40th anniversary DVD and Blu-ray.
Thank goodness.
Featuring performances by George Armstrong, Derek Sanderson, and cameos from hockey's greatest heroes.
Bobby Hull and Gordie Howe.
Stronger and tougher. And that's why you dig me.
This is a Canadian hockey classic about love and the Maple Leafs. Face Off. Take one today.
Take one today. I get it. But he's also encouraging people to steal.
Fun fact.
What?
My dad loved that movie. Anyway.
Meets a hot rocker. I wish we had trailers like that still. Like, I don't want the old school like one world in a world. I don't want that. I want just like a straight up like over the top radio announcer guy.
Let's just hear that again from the start.
All right, go ahead.
One more time here.
Yeah. He was a hot-headed rookie who fell in love with a hot rocker.
Fell in love with a hot rocker.
Basically,
this week at the Brick,
Joni Mitchell
fell
in love with a Maple Leafs player.
Ooh, is it actually played by Joni Mitchell?
No, but she kind of looks like she's maybe supposed to be Joni Mitchell.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fair enough.
That's what I was thinking of.
Beautiful.
Anyway, so that we got talking about Face Off yesterday. Got carried away with hockey, but like you mentioned at the top of this break, something very interesting did happen in hockey. The Amerigol LATAM or LATAM, probably LATAM Cup,
because it's Latin America.
Yeah, was won for the first time ever this past Sunday by Jamaica.
Yeah, who is not part of Latin America?
Who is? Were they invited? Why were they invited?
Why is Jamaica here? So yeah, I mean it's pretty cool though. I mean it's the first time in history that a Jamaican hockey team has won a tournament.
Yeah,
and this is put on by the IIHF, basically Latin America. This is their version of the IIHF.
Yeah,
other teams: Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela. Jamaica again, the only team not in Latin America to win the Latin America Cup.
So obviously, because it's ice hockey in Latin America, there's not a whole lot of media coverage surrounding this.
Not a ton.
The one story I did find about it was from Jamaicans.com.
Yeah,
and of course makes a Cool Runnings reference.
Of course,
because how could you not?
I mean, they are still milking that cow from 1993, 26 years later. Hey, you guys remember Cool Runnings? This is like that, but with hockey.
But one very cool thing about this is that this could be like the first step towards potentially seeing a Jamaican ice hockey team in the Olympics.
No,
maybe
no,
it's possible.
It's possible.
They beat Colombia.
Anything's possible.
You know they were on their way up.
That's right. And they have some Canadian players on there. There's one of the forwards named Jaden Lindo. Was actually drafted by the Penguins in 2014 in the 6th round, but still a drafted player.
Yeah. So to be clear, this is obviously a player. I think he was born in Canada, but has Jamaican heritage, so he qualified to play for a Jamaican team in this tournament. But very cool. I don't think there's probably too many people who are aware of that. But anyway, if you were listening to Mornings at the Cabin last week, you may have heard a phone call we made mistakenly to Jamaica. Actually, I guess it was on purpose. But we were trying to get a hold of Home Hardware.
You called someone.
I called someone just right by random chance, a sweet old sounding lady in Jamaica. She might be like 25 for all I know. And so we thought, well, this is pretty exciting news. I didn't have anything to talk about her at that point, but now we actually have something to talk about. So we thought, why not give her a call and congratulate her and her country on behalf of Canada.
Here we go. Oh, here it is. It's ringing.
Hello?
Hi. How are you?
Not bad. Who is this?
My name is Scott. I'm actually calling from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
My name is Nadine.
Nadine?
Yeah.
Hey, Nadine. So we just read that Jamaica actually won a pretty big hockey tournament. The what was it? The LATAM Cup, the Amerigol LATAM Cup. And I don't know if you know this about Canada, but we like hockey quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just thought, I actually called you by accident last week. I was trying to get a hold of Home Hardware here. And so I thought...
But you're calling an unknown number?
No, I called the wrong number last week, but we realized that we accidentally called you. And so I figured we'd follow up this week and just give you a call and say congratulations on behalf of Canada. And we look forward to playing you in the Winter Olympics one day.
Okay, thanks much.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
That didn't go as poorly as I thought it would.
Goodwill on behalf of our country.
Absolutely. And absolutely. You know what? And she, for a second, you got her at the end, but in the middle there, she was not having any of her stuff.
I could feel it.
She was just like, mm-hmm.
Her finger was dangling over that hang up button. She was like,
There's like 3
should I put up with this?
And they got saltier as they went. You have to stop annoying the good people of Jamaica.
I will stop at this point. I will never annoy another person in the great country of Jamaica.
This is the old school radio that people really want to listen to.
That's right.
That's right.
It's just nice, courteous, polite.
Just nice.
That's the kind of radio we all miss.
That's right. It's just nice.
So congratulations, Jamaica.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. And to our new friend.
And to our new friend,
Nadine.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.